What's up, Watch Flyers? David here. Today we're going to talk about upgrading, downgrading, also known as product changing, with Chase and Amex credit cards. If you're not familiar with what upgrading is, basically you have one credit card and you want to get another credit card, so you upgrade. And the way you do this is you just call the number on the back of your credit card, you ask to upgrade, and when you do this, it's a pretty simple process. You don't have to pay any fees to upgrade. It's completely free. The great part about upgrading or downgrading is that it won't change your credit history, which in turn will help your credit score. If you just cancel a card because you don't want to pay the annual fee as opposed to downgrading, your credit score will be negatively impacted. So with the strategy of upgrading or downgrading, you keep your credit history alive, no new hard inquiries on your report to try to get a new card. Your online login information will be exactly the same. You'll see the card in your online login, and you get a new physical credit card in the mail, and there's zero evidence that this will show up on your credit report, whether downgrading or upgrading, except for a few different examples, which I'll go over into later on in this video. And one of the downsides to upgrading or downgrading credit cards is that you miss out on the sign-up offer. So if you downgrade to a certain card or upgrade and there's a sign-up offer on whichever card you're moving to, then you completely miss out on that sign-up offer. And there are some exceptions with this rule. Amex offers some upgrade sign-up offers, which I'll get into later on as well. With American Express and Chase credit cards, there are some similar rules that they both follow in regards to product changing. So I'll just go over some of those basic rules now, and then I'll get into the specifics of Chase and Amex and give you some specific upgrade, downgrade examples of when it's good to upgrade, downgrade, all that good stuff. One of the basic rules with Amex and Chase cards when it comes to product changing is that you're not allowed to product change outside of a family of credit cards. For example, if you have Amex membership reward point earning cards, you can't upgrade or downgrade to a Delta card or Hilton card or Marriott card. And same goes with co-branded cards. If you have a Delta card, you can't product change to a Marriott card or to a Hilton card. Same rules follow with Chase credit cards. If you have any co-branded credit cards, you can't go to Chase Ultimate Reward Point earning cards. If you have Chase Ultimate Reward Point earning cards, you could only stay within that family of cards. Another rule that Chase and Amex both follow is that you can't switch or can't product change between personal credit cards and business credit cards. If you are going to product change, your personal card has to be to another personal card within the family. Same goes for business credit cards. All right, now let's specifically talk about Chase's credit card product changing rules. So because of the 524 rule, most people are going to start with Chase credit cards. And if you are going to start with a Chase credit card and your credit score is good enough, I highly recommend getting one of these Sapphire cards, the Chase Sapphire Preferred or Chase Sapphire Reserve. For example, let's say you decide to go for the Chase Sapphire Preferred card because it has a sign-up offer of 60,000 points. And after the first year, you decide the Chase Sapphire Preferred card is not for you. You feel like you want more benefits, such as the Priority Pass, the TSA PreCheck that the Chase Sapphire Reserve offers. You would just simply call the number on the back of your credit card and say that you want to upgrade to the Chase Sapphire Reserve card. Now, as I mentioned before, if you were to upgrade to the Chase Sapphire Reserve card, you lose out on the sign-up offer, but there is a rule with the Sapphire cards that you are not allowed to get another Sapphire card within 48 months of the time that you got the first Sapphire sign-up offer. So if you feel like you could use at least one of the Sapphire benefits, I highly recommend just keeping onto a Sapphire card, because having to wait 4 years is way too long, and it probably, who knows what the rules will be 48 months from now. So I highly recommend just keeping one Sapphire card. So let's say now that you have the Chase Sapphire Reserve card and you're using its benefits, and you decide you're not going to travel the next year, therefore the benefits aren't going to benefit you at all, and it's not worth paying that $450 annual fee. Therefore, you could then downgrade to a no annual fee version of you could do the Sapphire card, which has no annual fee. It's just called the Chase Sapphire card. I don't recommend that because there aren't as good of benefits compared to the Freedom cards. You could downgrade to the Chase Freedom or Chase Freedom Unlimited card from the Chase Sapphire Reserve card. And as mentioned before, by doing this, you don't have to pay any fees. It's not going to affect your credit score because there's no hard inquiry or anything to change cards to go from the Chase Sapphire Reserve to a Chase Freedom card. And basically you keep a good relationship with Chase because you're keeping your account history open and ongoing. Now let's talk about if you have a Chase Freedom card and you decide to upgrade to a Chase Sapphire Reserve card. There are some precautions here that I'll mention. So if you have the Chase Freedom card, which has no annual fee, let's just say you downgraded from the Chase Sapphire Reserve card, or if you filled up all of your 524 slots and you have a Chase Freedom card and you really want to get the Chase Sapphire Reserve card because you don't have any Sapphire cards, that could be an option as well. One important thing to note if you are going from a Chase Freedom and upgrading to a Chase Sapphire Reserve card is that a Chase Sapphire Reserve card is considered a Visa Infinite card. Any Visa Infinite card requires a minimum credit score of $10,000 or more. What that means is, let's just say your Chase Freedom card is at a 7,000 credit limit. You're gonna have to move some credit from other Chase credit cards to make it at least 10,000 in order to get the Chase Sapphire Reserve card. If you don't have enough credit to get 10,000 in credit limit to get the Chase Sapphire Reserve card, then you won't be able to make that upgrade. And similar rules apply to the Chase Inc. business credit card. So let's just say you get the Chase Inc. Prefer card, which has a $95 annual fee. You are allowed to downgrade it to a Chase Inc. Unlimited or Chase Inc. Cash. Both of them have no annual fee. But it's important to note that the other two Chase Inc. cards, assuming that you're under 524 and you're eligible for more business credit cards, you could actually get all three Chase Inc. business credit cards. So you could get the Chase Inc. Preferred, Chase Inc. Cash, Chase Inc. Unlimited. Reason why you want to do that as opposed to downgrading is that the Chase Inc. Unlimited and Chase Inc. Cash both have a 50,000 point sign-up offer for no annual fee. This is a really good deal, and I'm actually still surprised that they have this deal going on, because to get 50,000 with no annual fee is probably one of the best sign-up offers that don't have any annual fees in the whole credit card game. Now let's talk about the rules for product changing with American Express credit cards. American Express is a lot more stricter when it comes to getting approved for credit cards, upgrading, downgrading. Just overall, Amex is really strict. One factor to keep in mind when upgrading or downgrading with American Express credit cards is that you're only allowed to get the sign-up offer one time in your entire life. So if you decide to upgrade or downgrade and the card that you're product changing to has a sign-up offer, you won't be able to get that sign-up offer ever again. So you have to really decide if it's worth going for the product change and forfeit that sign-up offer. And the number one rule when it comes to product changing with American Express cards is that you never, ever, ever want to downgrade your card within the first year. You always want to wait a full year before deciding to downgrade. The reason why is because Amex has been known to do clawbacks. For example, let's say you get the Amex Delta Gold card, which comes with a nice sign-up offer, $95 annual fee, waived the first year, and you decide that you want to downgrade that card before the first full year to the Delta Blue card, which has no annual fee. May seem like a logical and intuitive move. The only issue there is that if you downgrade before the full year, then Amex has the right to claw back your sign-up offer. And this isn't a myth. This has happened many times. I've read about it on Reddit and a bunch of other forums. Amex has actually taken back the sign-up offer if they feel like that you're gaming the system. Another rule that Amex has with product changing is that you are not allowed to product change charge cards to credit cards or vice versa. So difference between charge card and credit card. Credit card, you could have a balance on and pay it off over time. You could have that balance month after month, which I don't recommend. Charge cards, you have to pay off that bill in full every single month. Let's talk about another specific example. Let's say you want to upgrade from the Amex Gold card to the Amex Platinum card. As I mentioned before, if you do this upgrade or any product change with Amex, you're going to forfeit that sign-up offer that the Platinum card has to offer. Currently, the public sign-up offer is $60,000. If you use the card match tool or sometimes targeted, it could be up to 100,000 point sign-up offer. When it comes to this specific example, I don't think it's a good idea to upgrade or downgrade with charge cards. Reason why is that you're allowed to get as many charge cards as you want. Currently, there's only 3, but you can get all 3 of them: the Platinum, the Gold, and the Green card. So I don't recommend upgrading or downgrading between them because you might as well just go for all of them. If you're in the Amex system, meaning that you already have one Amex credit card, Amex won't do another hard pull on your account. So you don't have to worry about a credit inquiry on your credit report because Amex won't do that for you. So that's another incentive to just apply for another charge card. So if you have the Gold card and you want the Platinum, I would just recommend applying for the Platinum. One of the unique benefits that Amex sometimes offers with upgrading is that they give you a sign-up offer just for upgrading to a new card. So if you have any Hilton card or Marriott card, they may email you or send you something in the mail that if you upgrade to the Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant card or the Hilton Aspire card, that they'll give you a nice sign-up offer just to upgrade to the higher premium card. This could be a really lucrative upgrade because there's been reports that upgrading to the Hilton Aspire card, it's been offering a 150,000 point sign-up offer, which is the actual sign-up offer or public sign-up offer that you could get online anyway. So to upgrade to that higher sign-up offer, in my opinion, makes sense. You keep your credit history, you keep the account open, keep a good relationship with Amex, you don't have to close anything. So with that case, depending on how high of a sign-up offer it is and if you could benefit from it, then I think that's a great example of when to product change or upgrade with Amex credit cards. There's another Amex application rule to keep in mind, is that you're only allowed to have 5 American Express credit cards total. You can't have any more than that. So if you're going for the co-branded cards like the Hilton, the Delta, the Marriott, Bonvoy, then depending on whether or not you decide to upgrade or downgrade, just keep in mind that you're allowed to have 5 Amex cards, and it may make sense to just collect more Marriott Bonvoy cards as opposed to downgrade or upgrade. It really depends on which co-branded card you have. And if you want to watch more videos on Chase and Amex cards, you could click this link over here or this one down here, and I'll see you in the next video.